Hello, Internet!
Are you ready to Internet?
I'm leaving this in so that everyone knows what I have to deal with. Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons Show! I'll have some announcements and a recap for all of you, but before we get into any of that, we'll go ahead and do a quick round of player introductions.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Embers of White Ash, the Tabaxi Sun Soul Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Lady Elwyn Amelos, the Elvish Circle of the Land Druid.
Hi, I'm Gabo, and I play Art, the Battlemaster Dragonborn Fighter.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, the Changeling Armor Artificer.
Thank you, everyone. Those announcements, let's breeze through them. We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Throughout the campaign, we use a variety of custom items, custom monsters, custom species, all that good stuff, so be aware of that as you're watching. The character portraits, which you'll see once we switch to our layout, were done by an artist named Zyra Brittany, who goes by @Zylavy on Twitter. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in the campaign, you can check our campaign wiki at World Anvil. You can also check the video description for links and information about everything I just mentioned and more, including some links to trans rights, Black Lives Matter, and Stop Asian Hate resources. Also, this is the big announcement for this week. Everyone, attention please. We have socials again! I told you they were coming. You can follow us on antiheroes.anonymous on Instagram, or @Antiheroes Anonymous on Tumblr, and I'll make sure that those are both in the description. And we have some good content planned coming to those, so be sure to check them out. Other than that, we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So with all that said, let's roll the intro video. And welcome back. Previously, on Antiheroes Anonymous, the former soldier known as Art escaped from Greymantle Penitentiary in the chaos created by the Silver Seekers. He arrived in Amberhearth at the start of the Restoration Festival. The happy occasion was, however, marred first by violence between rival gangs in the town square, and then later by Vert's discovery of Art's past. When the dragon spirit Nyadon learned that Art was a high-ranking Imperial officer, it took over Vert's body and tried to kill Art, leading to Vert finally sharing some of his secrets with the rest of the group. The second day of the festival allowed all 4 of the Seekers to enjoy themselves together, and it's almost time for the closing ceremony. So as we dive into that, I'll first stop the music. I'll just remind you, the group of you have been kind of going around the festival for the second day and filling in the events you haven't done before. Midday kind of came and passed as you spent some time at the amateur bard hour.
That's right. Terribly bad for both of us.
But great for me.
But great for Vert.
Is that his one win?
That's Vert's one win so far.
I think the reputation was so soured by the other performances.
So you spent some time doing that, and now it's kind of like early to mid-afternoon, and you know that the closing ceremonies are going to be in the evening, so you're kind of at a point where you need to kind of get your last events in for the festival. And I will just
have we
put on some
done
music.
everything?
and-
Was there still one or two? Oh,
We haven't been to the mine yet.
we were going to go to the mine, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I reckon we ought to head down there now. Let's
Okay.
go.
Well, if you're traveling,
Mm-hmm.
you know what the first thing you need to do
Yes.
is.
Oh, yes!
Which is roll a perception check.
Yes.
While we're doing that, just a comment. So finally sharing some of Bert's secrets. I think by the time we hit level 20, all of his secrets will be out. I think that's about the
I
time
doubt
frame.
that.
Given that how far well I've been playing, and we're just getting through.
All your secrets will be out, but like to whom?
Yeah, right, exactly. No, I think all of them will be on.
Okay.
So these are just perception checks, right?
Yes, perception checks.
Ooh.
Oh, I love a perception check.
Oh, shit. That's
Watch me
really good.
eat those words.
Yeah. Well, this is like, the better you do, like, you don't necessarily want to keep doing.
You kind of want a
that's
spectrum.
true.
You want good
No,
rolls and bad
wait,
rolls.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, no, I rolled too well. Can I?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 19 plus 5, but I think I already did that.
Yeah, can I intentionally
I'm
take
gonna take
my
disadvantage.
put my parasol away to give myself disadvantage?
Can I?
Y'all.
Just roll your dice.
I did. 25.
Yeah, the one that you got is a horse on trial for murder, which I believe you have seen.
I
Wait,
have
no,
seen
not
a horse on
25.
trial.
23.
23 is also a horse on trial for murder.
Wait, did I get
Do
that
we
one?
both spot the same one? It's like, oh!
Yeah, we're like, wait.
12. Give me Thimblefoots.
12.
I'm ready to make it vibrate again.
Were you the one who saw an adventurer engulfed by gelatinous cube, or was that someone else?
I did not see that
I
one.
think that was me.
Yeah, I think
That's the one you see this time. Then you
Oh,
see
man.
the like cube structure set up with like a filmy plastic
No.
around it, and then there's a bunny person inside it pretending to be stuck in
really
the
great.
gelatinous cube.
I got a 13.
13. Have you seen the gelatinous cube?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
the person who was.
Have you seen a food fight between two kobolds?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll just say that you.
I have.
We'll say that you get to see that one. So that's +1 for Vert, +1 for Embers, and +1. No, that's it. Okay. Oh boy, it's real close between two of you on this one.
Nope, Embers has seen the kobold food fight.
Okay.
Trying to be fair.
I appreciate that.
In hindsight, I really should have like marked each one as we went along. I didn't think about it, and it's too late now. So.
Yeah.
Okay. You find your way to the Miners Guild, which is set up in. Let me find this section of my notes so I can describe this part of Amberhearth. Locations, there we go. Yeah, there's an amber mine that's kind of like south of the city and off of the main road. And those of you who are Amberhearth residents know that it's kind of the home dwelling of the Shovel Sharp clan of dwarves. And so before you get to the actual mines proper, there's almost like a miniature, not like a full city or town, but like a residential area underground within what is called the Amber Mines. And so this event is set up over there. You have to descend underground and come out into kind of the Shovel Sharp clan's residential area. And when you're there, you see that they've set up a number of rooms kind of along one section of the residential area. And they have like signage set up that says cave-in escape rooms.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
And so you can see people kind of going in.
Is Rurik around?
Who?
Rurik?
Rurik? Yeah, he would be. He's probably at the front kind of directing traffic towards these rooms. Let me find his description.
Can't remember if Rurik voted for us or against us.
I think he was on our side.
Yeah.
I believe he was.
Yeah, then if that's the case, I think Elwyn will just try to catch his eye and just wave hello or nod hello.
So Rurik, for those of you who haven't seen him before, Art, is a young-ish dwarf, but I'd put young in quotes because dwarves have long lives. So he's probably just shy of his first century. He's got short, cropped brown hair, and keeps his beard trimmed so that it frames like a very square jaw. And he's wearing kind of soot and dirt-stained overalls. And despite the fact that he's not like working the mines today, he is carrying a pick that looks like well-worn and well cared for. He kind of sees the group of you come down and gives you a wave. Wow, look at you, Silver Seekers. It's nice to see you. And who's this? Who's your friend?
Oh, this is Art.
Ah, nice to meet you. I'm Rorik Shovelsharp. He kind of extends a hand.
Nice to meet you.
And he kind of hoists his pickaxe up onto his shoulder and says, and this is Gretchen, lucky pickaxe. Don't go anywhere without it.
Rurik here is the leader of the Miners Guild and a member of the council here in Amberhearth.
Oh.
That's
and
right.
one of our best allies.
I did vote to bring these people into the council. I did do that, I think.
Now, can you tell us a bit about what y'all have set up here?
Yeah, and he kind of launches into an explanation. Basically, there's individual escape rooms. And so you can see individuals are going into these escape rooms, and then a certain amount of time passes, and they'll come back out. And he explains the situation is you're a miner, and you've been working down in the amber mines, trying to bring back as much amber as you can to sell it off and feed your family. But there's been a collapse. There's been a cave-in, and you need to find a way to solve all kinds of tricks and puzzles to find a clever way out of that cave-in. And that's the situation.
Well, I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds fun.
If it's anything like a corn maze, I'm sure I'll do fine.
And I will remind the room, since we're coming down on the crowning of an Amberhearth Monarch, right now Embers has the inspiration.
How dark does it get in these escape rooms?
Well, we've got them well lit.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about darkness in there. We know that not everyone has the vision of us dwarves down in the mines, so we made sure to light up the area. That bit's a little bit unrealistic, but you'll have to bear with us. All right, well, off you go. Looks like a set of rooms just opened up.
Great.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Okay.
Ember just gives Ellen like a weird look. Like, what?
What? You'll need it to beat me.
Yeah. With that confidence.
So as soon as you get into the room, there's like a sound effect of like rumbling. That's clearly coming from like a speaker in the corner of the room.
Right.
And then like this banner drops down in front of the door that looks like a whole bunch of rocks have slid down in front of it. And the lights kind of come on and light up a room that has like basically all the things you'd expect to find down in a mine. There's like some areas with like carts on tracks. There's a whole bunch of tools. There's like crates of coal and other gemstones and things like that. There's like a table with like a mine map laid out on it. It's just all these different things set out. And the first thing you need to do is roll an investigation check to find the clues needed to solve the puzzle.
Oh boy. Not great at these.
Let me get some.
Point this to an investigation. Don't fucking at me right now.
Where's my Percy die?
That's a nat 20.
Oh, snap.
Minus 218.
Wait, -2?
Yeah. He's not book smart. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so 18 for art?
Yes. But the essence
Was
of
that
a natural
okay.
20.
Okay, I'm
You're spending it
Calling in your
already?
inspiration? Who are you passing it to?
I'm gonna pass it to Vert.
Okay. Thanks. I need it.
I know. That's why I'm passing it to
Ow! Shots
you.
fired.
I rolled a nat 1 on that first one.
Oh no.
That's way better.
This sounds like escape room music.
I love that.
Vert remembers that all rooms have doors.
Can I?
They're ready to escape.
How did Embers do?
19.
19 on the new roll.
What did
Nice.
Ellen
What did Elwin get?
Yeah.
I haven't said yet.
Oh, I see.
I was gonna ask, is this a situation where I can cast guidance on myself, or is that cheating?
Oh, yeah.
That took a turn I didn't expect.
Definitely escaping music.
We're gonna roll with
And
it.
then the bass drops.
I said you could use your spells, so I'd say, yeah, guidance is
Then
fine.
I would definitely be casting. As soon as I walk in, I would probably cast it. Just as like, okay, I need to clear my head. Okay, so I'm gonna add a d4 to this.
I'm gonna turn this song down a little bit just in case it's loud after that drop.
So with guidance, that's a 19.
Tied with Embers, okay. And Vert?
22.
Ooh.
I can use my intelligence as well, right?
It isn't
Yes.
investigation.
Yes.
Just checking.
Okay, so yeah, all of you with actually relative speed kind of start picking things up and examining them, and you find the clues that you need to be able to proceed. And once you've kind of found the first clue, it's a matter of insight to see how quickly you can solve them. So I need an insight check for each of you.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, how did, looks like Vert's ready.
I
How'd
got
you
an
do?
actual 20, and that raised it to a 25.
Oh, snap.
That's an 18 again.
And
Like
Embers?
18 total.
Dirty 20.
You guys are rolling incredibly well so far. Elwin?
29.
Jesus Christ!
That's your best stat.
I like that you picked me last too, because I was like, listen,
Yeah.
you guys feel like you did really well until you get to
Well,
me.
you put a feat into getting insight, so you got observe.
Well, and I rolled an 18 on the die,
Yeah,
so that's also
so,
not
like-
too shabby.
I will say at
She's
this
also
point,
using guidance.
I didn't use guidance
Oh, okay.
for that one. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The people need to know.
Didn't
that is a
need
good
it.
point though. Let's limit guidance to once per skill challenge.
I've already used it.
Yep. I will say at this point, Elwin is in the lead, ahead of Vert by 1 point.
Okay.
Once you've kind of figured out what you needed to do, you found the clues, you've solved the puzzle. Now it's a matter of the actual, physical finesse or prowess required to perform the actions needed to solve this puzzle. So you might have to push a mine cart, or there's a puzzle cube that's wedged in a wall, and you have to pull it out, and there's finding minute dexterity required to solve the puzzle cube and get out a key that you need or something like that. So I need an athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletics.
Your choice.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say sleight of hand for that one. Dang it. Alright. Well,
Wasn't even that good.
I'm not wearing my armor. Dang it. Okay.
23.
23 for art.
I'm gonna use my feet for this one, I think.
This is the one where you can choose to use
Use
intelligence.
intelligence.
I thought Embers would roll well on this one.
I rolled well on all of them. It's just, this is the one that had the best bonus.
How did Embers do?
24.
Oh, dang.
Shoot.
Why you gotta be like that?
Alright. I was.
You have athletics, right?
Yeah, but I rolled a 12. I just have plus 11.
And Vert?
Wait, you got a 12, or you got a 1 plus?
No, I rolled a 12,
Oh,
but
okay.
plus 11, so
Okay,
23.
okay. I got a 16 with my extra bonus.
Oh, snap. And Elwin, you're about to roll.
I'm about to roll. Well, I was looking to see if any of my wild shapes could have given me any bonus to this, and not really. So I'm just gonna go with acrobatics. Hope for the best. 15.
15? Okay. This is unbelievable.
3-way tie?
It is a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Nice.
So Elwin, Vert, and Embers dash out of the room at the exact same second.
I'll take it. take
with
it.
Art only milliseconds behind.
Incredible.
All right, that's, I guess, a point to all three of you on my overall
Nice.
track.
I mean, it's really, I think, between you two at this point, right?
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna win.
I'm not gonna win.
Yeah.
But Art is having a great time.
Yeah, that's important.
Okay. And yeah, Rurik Shovel Sharp is kind of like looking at the stopwatch. Wow, that was incredibly fast. And all three of you at the exact same second? You really must be a good team.
We've been working together for a long time at this point.
This sort of thing is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. That was incredible.
Is there a trading post here?
Yeah, I was,
Yep.
I was gonna ask.
There sure is.
Yep.
Oh shoot, what was the thing I have? I remember I intimidated my way through the last one.
Oh yeah, and I was like,
And you were
oh,
like,
I should do
good
that.
idea.
I
Alabaster drama mask is what I have written in my notes.
Oh, right. I have a blank book that's now deep fried.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Oh, yeah, that is my item.
That's right. You're like, here, Molo. Deep fry this.
Merchants and Traders Guild. Yeah, so there is a merchant who is dressed up in their best impersonation of a miner here with like a completely wooden pickaxe. Like even the axe part of it is made out of wood. He's just kind of pretending to pick at the wall until someone comes over to trade. And let me see what this person has. I need a random trinket here. In fact, I'm going to do the thing where I roll on this every time someone goes to trade, just so we shuffle up your items a bit. Who wants to try to trade first?
I'm trying to remember what I even have anymore.
For mine too, 'cause I thought I put it in my items, but I don't see it.
Is it not in your notes?
It's in my notes, but it's been a minute since I've successfully traded for anything.
Yeah, I don't know what I had either.
Well, if y'all are looking, I can
Go ahead.
fill the dead air and do mine.
You are trading for a tooth from an unknown beast.
Oh wait, I love that.
Yep. An unknown beast.
So I'll walk up and say, you know, down here in the mines, experiencing the escape room, and although I know it was just a dramatization, I can imagine that the air could get quite difficult to breathe after a cave-in like that with all the dust in the air. But if you can use a mask such as this to cover up your face, it could help you survive a cave-in that much longer. I really do think you need this.
Roll your persuasion check. This person, when you're talking about like air quality in mines, this person's like scratching their head.
Well, they have a pickaxe, right? It's
Yeah.
all part of the. It's all part of the show. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. That
Damn.
is 25.
Yeah, okay. You get the tooth from an unknown beast.
It is a pleasure as always doing business with you.
And that's +1 for Elwyn.
Okay, what they got?
This time you're trading for other end of the table. An ornate brooch of dwarven design.
Oh, fitting.
This was my grandmother's. But I'm willing to part with it for the right bargain.
Okay, I think he's gonna stand in front of him, maybe a little stompy, like
Oh no.
full height, 6'7".
This is like a shorter human guy. You're just towering over him.
You're gonna trade this for me. You're gonna trade this for my blank book right now.
Looks at it and notices that it's deep fried and wrinkles his face. Ugh. Intimidation check, I think, yeah.
Oh, that's really bad. That's a 7.
Oh boy.
This merchant runs away. And the group of you are left waiting there for about 5 minutes before someone comes back. And it's not the same guy. Yeah, so my colleague said that there was someone bullying.
I'm so sorry.
So I have to take over.
I'm so sorry. I thought that was part of that. He's just gonna go.
Came on just a bit too strong there. Sugar.
What was the actual total?
7.
7,
It's
yeah.
really bad.
That is a failure. Okay.
Maybe you want to dial it back just a little, just a tad.
Oh,
We're trading
heard.
for-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Embers is trading for a fragment of a beautiful song written as musical notes on 2 pieces of parchment.
I don't know what I'm trading. I can't find it anywhere in my notes.
You want me to? I'll just roll.
I'm going to roll for me too.
You are trading. Who knows where you picked it up? You have a scrap of cloth from an old banner.
Okay. Wait, I was outside of the thing. There's only 11. I think Embers comes up and says, "Listen, I need this. Please trade with me."
That cloth you have there, that's not one of our certified trading items for this game. I don't know where you got that. I can't trade for it. I'm sorry. I really wish I could.
But I really want it. Please?
Roll one more persuasion check.
It's not one.
She looks at you and she kind of bites her lip and she's like, "Look, honey, I really wish I could. I can't even give you another chance. That'd be against the rules. It would skew things in one person's favor."
No, I understand.
I'm sorry. Better luck next time. But here, why don't you take this? This doesn't count as a trade for your record, but take this so that you have an actual certified trading item for any future trades.
Thank you.
And she'll give you the beautiful song written on 2 pieces of parchment.
Alright.
Vert, you have a sketch of a goblin.
Great. Alright. And what am I trading for?
You're trading for...
That was another sketch of a goblin.
It's not another sketch of a goblin. An indecipherable treasure map.
Okay, beautiful. The papers. So I think watching Art try to do his best to intimidate, Bert was like put his hand on Art's shoulder and be like, "I'll show you how it's done."
Tim.
Or Tim will, yeah, well, I mean, you know. Thanks though.
Yep.
So he's like step aside. And I'm gonna make my check too. Be like, "Trade with me."
Try and use the Nyadon voice.
Yeah. Actually, more like a Batman Nyadon voice. That's an 18.
That's a success. So +1 more for Vert.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we just trade papers. I just like give him a stare and I walk away.
And Art is like, "Oh, I see what to do."
It's the Batman voice that you were missing.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, I think we have done all of the events.
Right, because it was Cultivation's altar that was the Corn Major.
Yes.
Corn Major, yeah. Okay.
I just need to tally these up. Give me a
Yeah, I
second.
feel like my Charles notes.
Do we go into the shop of
And who won
magic?
the-
Not yet.
I think it was not open.
It was not open.
It was
Because
not
they were
open
just doing
yet.
the pie eating contest
And the fortune telling. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, was that something we could try once a day or once a festival?
Oh, yeah.
You could try again. I did forget my cards, but we can roll for it.
Oh, I would love that. That sounds fun.
I would like to try the fortune telling.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Are they just normal tarot cards?
No.
Okay.
They're like the deck of many things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'd like to do it again and try to not get the fool this time. That would be nice. Although I'm not sure how much of a benefit it would have now that we're done with all that.
That's true.
Still could have a benefit. You don't know.
But I don't know. If we're out of things to do, we could swing by and see how Nadia's getting on.
Sure.
See how the custard battle is going. Battlefield. How many crabs there are.
Okay. So you want to head over to the wild magic shop area?
Sure.
It's getting on towards like not quite. It's like early evening, late afternoon right now. So you've probably got a couple hours. You know that the closing ceremonies are going to happen kind of after it gets dark. In the where would it be? There's like we'll say there's a little area they've set up as kind of like a celebration
Town
grounds.
square type thing.
It's not actually in the town square, but it's kind of like on the outskirts, and it's set up as like a big area that can house a bunch of people, so that everyone can be there and everyone can participate.
I see.
Cool. You make your way over to the wild magic shop. And yeah, Nadia is there kind of supervising the wild magic cupcake eating contest. As you watch that, you see... let's see. You watch as one person eats a cupcake and then something happens to them. Let's find out what. One of the person who eats a cupcake, their height instantly changes as they swallow the cupcake. They grow by 2 inches.
They grow?
Yeah.
We didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know it was possible!
I love that.
The joke here is that effect triggered 3 times for Harmony during the first campaign, and it was always shrinking.
She changed a whole like class size.
Yeah, she
Size-
started
size
as a medium
category.
creature and ended as a small
Yeah,
creature.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
But then, yeah, Nadia is also like in between sessions of the cupcakes, kind of doing the fortune telling.
Hey there, Nadia. How's it going?
Hi.
Looks like your cupcake eating contest is really popular.
Yeah, I think my aunt really worked out the kinks in the recipe overnight, and things are going a lot smoother today than they were yesterday.
Oh, good. I hadn't gotten my fortune told yesterday. You mind if I get it today?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Anyone's welcome. And, you, my Dragonborn friend, did I get your name?
Oh, sorry, my name's Art.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Nadia. I see you've met the Silver Seekers. They're great. We've been on an adventure or 2 together. Maybe just 1, but it was fun.
It felt like 2.
I missed half of it, but it was fun. If you want retelling for the second day of the festival, I can do that too. And
Yeah, that sounds great.
you too as well.
Have you had any incidents since the festival started? Have you had to come back?
Oh, no. I've not
That's
since
great.
the festival started.
Good luck.
I feel like now you've jinxed it.
Perhaps I have. Yeah, go ahead. Get your fortune stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you roll for me a d20 and a d10 together? So I think there's like 30 results on this table.
Dang.
And I'll just count down.
Find my
And we'll
details.
see what you draw. The 1 week I forget my cards.
We're like, hey, let's go back and do that thing you didn't prepare for.
Okay, so the D20 is a 4,
Okay. And what was the 10?
a 3.
Oh, okay. The card that you flip over has an image of... Gosh, what is on this card? It looks like a person who's engaged in like some kind of fine, detailed work, like a workbench. And she says, "Oh, you've drawn the expert. This card represents expertise, whether wrongly or rightly applied. You've drawn it in the upright position, so I'd say rightly applied in this case." And she kind of lets you look at the card, and you feel the magical effect wash over you. At any point during the remainder of the festival, when you make a check you're proficient with, you can double your proficiency bonus for that check.
Oh, shit.
That's good.
Who's next? Okay. Roll a d20 and a d10, and then tell me what you get.
What's a D10? No, that's not a D10.
It's...
These
Oh, yeah, it is this
weird-looking
one.
ones.
A D20 was a 5.
Okay.
And then a 6 or 9. 6.
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, you said 6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a
Okay.
5 on the D20 and
Gotcha.
a 6 on the D10.
Oh, this is weird. You pull a card and you flip it over, and it is the same exact card you drew before. The key.
Whoa!
And she kind of like gets a quizzical look on her face, and she says, "People often have affinity for one card or another, and I think you found your card. This key may or may not symbolize you. It is the perfect solution to a problem or having the right tool for the job. The key.
That's right.
Once at any point during the festival, you can change the result of a d20 roll to a natural 20.
Nice.
The spider?
Yeah.
Elwyn, as you step up, she says, I've taken the fool out of the deck. I don't know why it was in there to begin with.
Unsportsmanlike.
I can put it back if you want.
Yeah, put it back.
It's your deck. It's up to you.
I've taken it out.
All right.
So weird that you got the same result twice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's a 7 on the 20 and a 6 on the 10.
6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. She pulls it over, and it's got a picture of, like a person in very, very stereotypical wizard's robes with like an arcane staff and a pointed hat. She says, "Oh, the mage. This is the card of mental acuity and arcane magic." And she kind of fishes in her pocket and pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to you and says, "This one doesn't have a magical effect, but that's a 10% discount for Harmony's Wild Magics."
Great. I will
Good on
definitely
any
put
purchase.
this to use.
So, hope to see you back.
You know you will. Don't need a fucking benefit to beat y'all's asses in this game.
How do you get the like non-magical effect?
I know! Come on! I haven't even had inspiration for like 20 years!
You were Harmony. You don't need more magic.
God damn.
I forgot that I had put a discount voucher as well. That was a surprise for me just now.
Is Vert doing it?
Yes. You ready? It's a 10 on the d20 and a 6 on the d10.
6, 7.
Did we all roll a 6 on the D10?
No.
I
Well, all
we
three of us did.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
She flips it over, and it's actually, the card depicts a scene that feels very familiar, in that it is like a mine shaft. And she says, "Oh, the mine card. Interesting. This card symbolizes something valuable, possibly underground or buried. And by buried, I mean it could be buried as in lost in history, lost in time, or physically buried."
Oh, like my country.
You gain advantage on checks to solve the Miners Guild escape room puzzle.
Like I said,
Amazing.
may not do us much good at the end of the festival.
Some of these were tied to specific events,
Great.
unfortunately.
Looks like I'm going back.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
Well, thank you, Nadia. This was very delightful.
I've had a lot of fun with this, and I will say my aunt is working on a little something to kind of make this a viable service that we can offer at our magic shop. So,
The fortune telling.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Mhm.
That's great.
It's still in progress. I'll let you know when it's ready, but we do have a service we're ready to unveil as soon as the festival's over.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Do we get any kind of sneak peek for being your favorite customers?
I think you're going to make good use of it. I'd hope so.
You know it's too well.
Have you had a chance to get out and enjoy the festival?
Oh, yeah. I have some, other people from the city who have taken over here every now and again to let me kind of get out and explore a little bit. It's been
Okay.
nice.
Do you have any favorite activities here? Events? Booths?
Which one would she really enjoy? Oh, I know. I don't know if you saw it, but one of the... It's not really a game or a booth, but they're kind of in one corner of the festival. There was like a technology show, showing off some cool new tech from Thimblefoot and other up-and-coming companies and things like that. You should see what they're doing with these automobiles these days. It's incredible.
I don't think we have seen
We
this.
have not. Maybe we'll go check it out. We have some time before the closing ceremonies. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, sure. And she'll kind of point you in that direction if you want to go check it out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Question: did we spot any bunny
Was
children
just
on our way
asking. I
here?
was just wondering about that. We did not roll on the way here.
I mean, I guess I said you could do it anytime you're going between places.
This is live feed of a DM regretting his.
I had marked this one as finished, but let me unmark it as finished.
One more chance.
So excited.
This will be your last chance.
Last chance. Okay, we're gonna.
Oh my god! Finally a bad roll. Here we go.
Come on.
Give me a second.
Oh, bad roll.
Bad roll.
Yes.
Doesn't get worse than a nat 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got.
I'm not sure.
6 total.
Okay, hold on.
Let's go.
Why am I proficient in
Mine
this?
is still a 10.
What if I like close one eye?
All right. How did Art do?
Nat 1, 6 total.
Okay. If you have not seen any of these, you can mark it. The 3 options are a wizard duel,
Okay.
2 knights enjoying a pint,
Okay.
or a rogue arrested for thievery.
I don't think I've seen the 2 knights sharing a pint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Add that to your list. How did Embers do?
12.
12.
Also roll badly.
Your 3 options for this one are a bard serenading a goblin king, a food fight between 2 kobolds, and an adventure engulfed in a gelatinous cube. Are any of those new?
I might not have seen the Bard Serenading the Dragon King, but let me check.
That's okay, you can mark it.
Okay.
10.
10. You have the same 3 options as Art, a wizard duel, 2 knights enjoying a pint, or a rogue arrested for thievery.
I have not seen any of those, so I'm gonna say again, you and I spot the same
Yeah.
one. That makes sense. 2 knights enjoying a pint.
And Vert.
Got an 8.
Same 3
Same.
options.
Okay, we'll just say we all.
We also have the
Yeah.
same one, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
I love how excited we were. It's like, yeah,
We're like, I haven't seen this one yet! Oh!
So I think between you,
It's so
now
cute.
you've seen all of them. So I'll just read the list, and we'll just...
Yeah, I think I have all.
Oh no, I have seen the 2 Knights enjoying a fight.
No, the one you picked was the bard serenading a
Oh, you're
goblin
right. You're right.
king. Okay. I can remark that one with the same result because...
Because we all got one.
Okay. I know who is the Amberhearth Monarch.
oh!
The group of you go to...
Does her name start with an E?
In fact,
In fact, her name does start with an E.
tells us nothing.
The group of you go down to a corner of the city where you find this like machine and technology expo that is set up, and there are it's not all Thimblefoot, but a lot of it is Thimblefoot Enterprises, and there's just various things kind of set up to show them off. It's like a showcase and a demonstration, and as you walk by each booth, there's people like calling out the different features of each of these things. And yeah, there are things like automobiles, radios, which you've seen as well, typewriters, sewing machines, and just all this new and upcoming technology.
Are there any for purchase, or is it literally just to show off what the latest and greatest inventions are?
Yeah, I think like nothing for here is available for like purchase off the floor, but I think they'd have like order forms probably.
Yeah. So I think when we walk past the sewing machine, Elwyn would kind of pull Embers aside and say, you know, if you wanted to purchase one of these for the keep, we could probably allocate the funds.
How does this work? Embers is like examining it very closely.
You'd know better about sewing machines than I do.
Yeah.
They work the way old sewing machines worked.
Yeah. Foot pedal, you know. Seems like it would expedite your work.
Definitely. Cut down on the little
Hand stitching.
Yeah.
Seems.
Is there like a price on the order form?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it would cost for this right as we speak. This is like a top of the line model, like a new invention. I'm just gonna put it at 100 gold.
Okay.
But it says 100 gold, and it says like first adopters discount, because it's like it's 100 gold and then 100 gold is the discount, but like above it says like 150 gold, and that's slashed through, so they make it seem like you're getting a good deal.
We have a lot of money.
We could afford it. Do you want it?
It would be great. It would cut down.
Go ahead.
Can I bargain or appraise it and see if it's really worth $100?
You want to like take a look at the mechanics of it? There's a person there who's like calling people in to like look at it and like doing like a
Do you want to see if you can figure out how to make one?
Maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay. Roll. Man, what kind of check would that be? I guess just intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay. Let's see.
You have
As if it were your tool.
You have inspiration.
Here, I'm passing this to you.
Who's you?
You.
You haven't had inspiration in a
Say
millennia.
it for the audience.
He's just being stubborn now.
Yeah, I know. It's a problem.
Yeah, so that's 22 plus 3, 25.
Okay. And you want to figure out if it's like worth the price tag, but also kind of how it works?
Yeah.
The 25. It's definitely worth... It does seem worth the price tag. Maybe not like that full 150. Because like you do spot a few areas that could be improved with some tinkering. But all in all, like it looks like a smart piece of machinery. So worth the price tag. I'd say you probably need to have a little bit more time with it to figure out exactly how all of it works. But if like you can if you can somehow spend time like at the library learning about these things or something like that,
sure.
One more success on a check like this you could like build one probably.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he just like is part of this conversation about we can buy it, and he's just like, yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Pretty novel piece of equipment.
Embers is just gonna like take the word for it and just like start writing down some info.
Okay. Yeah. The person takes it, and there aren't a huge pile of order forms that are filled out for this thing, or for many of these things. But yeah, you can see that each station has at least a few forms filled out.
I think Art is just staring at this and like everything else, just like completely unaware of how any of it works. I'm just utterly fascinated.
I mean, it's all pretty new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get a car, we need to name it the Regalia, right?
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
How much is the car?
Oh, how much is a car in D&D? 1,000 gold pieces.
We could actually buy a car.
That's very cheap.
If you want to buy a car, you can buy a car.
We're about to have something better than a car.
Are we?
I think so.
Yes, it's growing quite nicely in the forest.
Oh, yeah, that thing, yeah, well...
What's the car look like?
It's like very much like old school, like original Ford Model T style cars, right? So it's almost more like a motorized carriage in appearance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So would they be calling it a car, or would they be calling it a horseless carriage?
Automobile.
An automobile.
That's the term I'm going to go with.
Well, I think Ellen will be like, I'm not sure how much I trust that thing. It's just unnatural.
Who can we get a
do?
A what?
I hear what you're saying, Ellen, but I do really like the idea of a carriage that doesn't need all this.
I understand. But maybe we can wait and see a little bit. I mean, Amber's point was right. We are going to have a better way to travel.
Can we try it?
Oh, test drive?
Yeah.
Do they have test drives?
Vehicle handling.
If someone wants to do a test drive, I just need a persuasion check.
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do persuasion.
Guidance.
Well, you see, I'm an excellent driver. Oh, and guidance, right?
And guidance.
Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh.
How much is that?
It's a 27.
Yeah, the person who you approach kind of like is like tugging at their collar. They seem a little bit nervous. Like that's not something that they're supporting here. But then like someone whispers in their ear, and you don't know what they whisper. But when they're done with the whisper, the person's eyes kind of are a little bit bright, and they look at you and they're like, "All right, yeah, sure, we can do a quick test drive." I will say I'm going to be right there in the passenger seat, but
Of course.
Interesting. Guidance works differently now.
Oh, does it?
oh, does it? How's it work?
Yeah, it's interesting. So instead of just using a D4 on the next check you make within a minute, it's like enhanceability. I have to pick a skill,
Oh,
and then any check they make within a minute using that skill, they can add a D4 to.
interesting.
Is it a reaction now too, or is it?
No,
Okay, so it's just okay.
So who wants to drive?
but I have to concentrate on it for a minute.
I just got the okay to do it.
Wait, can we all get in? Like how?
Can we all
many
ride? Yeah.
people does it?
You can squeeze in the back seat.
Well, you
Oh,
should
yeah.
drive, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I just wanna go.
I have no
Just wanna
idea
Write it.
what I would be
Okay.
doing.
Yeah, you're the one who knows about machines and stuff.
Alrighty.
I suppose I can ride in it.
Yeah, let's go for that
Unnatural
drive.
thing.
Okay.
So wait, is there anything else here that we want to see first? Because we can just take this to our next destination.
I don't think we can do that. I think we have to stay very close.
I'd prefer if we stay
Be
clear,
okay.
like right nearby.
No.
Let's stay nearby.
Festival thing.
Okay, you all pile into the back of this.
Oh man, this is how we die. TPK.
This very kind of now that the situation has arrived, that brightness has left their eyes, and it seems like a nervousness has replaced it. This person piles into the passenger seat.
Do you know who we are?
Bert,
We're the Silver
Bert
Seekers.
takes the driver's seat,
Don't
tell him
and
who
you're
we are
given a
yet.
key to turn on the
Yes.
ignition.
Alright.
I don't know how old cars work. I guess you had to crank them first, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
So that's probably what
Depends
they'd
on
have to
how
do.
old, yeah, okay.
They crank the car in the front and then
Okay.
turn it over to you.
So we wind it up.
Yep. Are you proficient with land vehicles?
I looked and I'm not.
Okay.
Totally thought he was going to say, and I am.
I don't think many characters are, but it is technically a proficiency that exists.
I know, I was looking because I'm like, am I proficient in land vehicles? I'm like, nope.
You're about to be.
Efficient in
However-
vehicles?
Well, let's see. Is there anything else?
I didn't know that was a
Armor,
proficiency.
weapons?
I thought you were
It
joking.
never comes up, but it exists.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
No.
Maybe in the new rule set I'll get it because I'm an artificer. Who knows?
Nothing changes for you as an artificer, though.
Nope. Not yet.
Okay, just roll me a d20 roll.
Do I get
Guidance.
any bonuses on anything?
You get guidance.
You get guidance, apparently.
I don't know
Okay.
what skill this is, but this is the skill I choose.
Is it
Driving.
a skill of some kind?
I just want a d20 roll.
Okay, I got a 9.
With the
Plus
guidance?
guidance?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no!
Look, it wasn't a 1, so you don't crash.
I stopped breathing. I'm like, are we gonna die?
We have airbags probably.
No.
I don't think we
That's a
do.
very modern development.
Where?
The fields outside of Amberhearth are not
I
built
could
for
add
this.
4 to it.
Do you want to?
Is this the spark of inspiration?
Let's-
Yeah.
This is funnier.
Okay, let's just leave it at 9.
The fields outside of Amberhearth are not built for cars to drive on them. So it is very bumpy. It is a bumpy ride as you're going maybe like, I don't know, 15 miles an hour driving across the fields outside of Amberhearth, and it's just as you bump over things. You don't crash into anything, but you do at one point get a little bit stuck in a rut, and the person has to get out and push against the car to roll it out of the rut. It's really not designed for this. You really should stick to roads. This was a mistake. We should head back.
This is amazing. We should keep going.
I think we ought to listen to him, dear.
Alright. Let's go back.
This Ellen is looking a little bit more green than blue.
I don't think we should buy this.
No, I'm agreeing. This is not sold
We should
me.
get an off-road version.
This is
That's
not
right.
sold me on automobiles.
It's something we're looking into developing, but if you stick to like in-town roads, it should be fine.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, and I think the person drives back
Oh,
for
come
you.
on.
Yeah,
Give me another
I think you
persuasion check.
failed. You need to just
I promise.
no. Come
But yeah,
on.
you get the car back, and then basically like a team of gnomes comes out from like a tent and polishes all the wheels,
Yep.
and it's like sparkling by the time they're done.
Yeah. All
Back
right.
to stage ready.
Well, this has been enlightening. I could use some more of that honey mead after that.
Yeah.
You just want to go and spend the rest of the festival drinking and eating and laughing and having fun at the tavern?
Unless there's anywhere else y'all
Sounds
want to
great.
visit.
No.
There was like hot air balloons, right?
Yes. There are a couple attractions that are not games. There's the petting zoo. There's hot air balloons.
There was the water thing too. the
Mhm.
pedal
There's
boats.
like pedal swan boats.
Oh, that's cute.
There's a minecart ride.
Oh my god.
And there's a carousel.
Like a Ferris
Yes.
wheel? Or
No, like a merry-go-round.
A merry-go-round type
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
My answer to all of that is yes. So, if y'all wanna...
I want to see art on a carousel.
I want to see all the
I think
little
Embers would
horse.
frankly just rather eat and drink.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, Kashura's there. You can just go flirt
exactly,
with her. so.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Tim would invite Ellen to a hot air balloon ride with them.
Alright. I guess we'll meet you at Nora's.
See you there.
Art is gonna go ride the carousel.
Just by himself.
Probably with a bunch of children, I assume.
Yeah,
Yes.
mostly children.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the bunny
absolutely.
children in different outfits.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because they're off duty now. Like,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
event is empty. So.
As we part ways, Ellen will grab Embers' hand and say hello to Krishura for me.
Yes, of course. I was too. Yeah. Mhm.
Embers, I do like her.
Me too.
She just gives you this very knowing look and walks off.
Okay. Art goes to ride a carousel. Embers goes to flirt with Kashura. Did you want to do a scene, or are you good? Just
Nah, I
passing
think we've done plenty.
Then we'll just go with Vert and Elwyn.
Okay. Yeah, so is this one of the things where we get, like, can Bert just get instructions on how to, like, light it and fly it, or does the person have to go with?
If you want privacy, we should do the pedal. Oh, you don't like boats. Never mind.
You're known in town as someone who's like good with technology and stuff.
Is
Well,
Tim
Tim
known?
wouldn't.
Well, I mean, maybe Ellen can just be like, it's okay, and then they'll be okay with it.
Because unlike the technology show, like this one is run by people in town, so they know you, or at least Elwyn. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
She'll just be like, listen, sugar, even if the worst could happen, we can get this thing down safely. You know us.
Oh, you want?
Me.
Elwyn, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Me.
yeah.
Mhm.
Me.
Because I had another idea, but yeah, we'll see how this
You're
goes.
Tim.
She'll be fine.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. With advantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's totally not fine.
You have
I saw that
inspiration,
coming
though.
as soon as you said it.
Yeah, but I know.
Inspiration, you have inspiration.
Does inspiration mean rolling a third time?
You would roll a third one and take
Yeah.
that result.
Alright. Here you go.
Passed over to
This
Art.
is the first time we've passed inspiration to the
Properly.
Yeah.
Properly. The way it's, you know what? I'm going to do this one. Did I just... Okay, no, that's better. Not much better, but it's better. That's a 14.
Okay.
I can't believe you made me waste inspiration on this bullshit.
I think you do manage to convince them, but they impress upon you. Like they go through the safety like 3 or 4 times. As opposed to
That
the
would have
normal
been
one.
enough. I don't know why I used inspiration on that. Anyway, sorry.
I was looking for a round of 12.
Okay, alright.
My backup plan was to disguise myself as one of them, and
Oh my fucking
Disguise yourself as him?
as well. Even so, there's several of them, right?
Yeah, there's
so
a
maybe
few.
there's one that's like on break, who can come back from break and be like, "Hey, I'll take over."
All right, the two of you get up
Okay.
and in a hot air balloon by yourselves.
Yeah,
I really hope you do know how to work this thing. Because this is...
of course I do.
We're real high. And I can fly, but I don't know about you.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be fine. Do I actually need to make a check or anything for
To be fine,
To be fine?
manage this? No. Okay.
you're fine.
To be fine.
Are you proficient with air vehicles?
Yeah,
No!
obviously.
I don't think that's an actual proficiency.
I don't think so either.
No, you don't have to make a check. For this.
Okay. An ethics check. Yeah, so I think Ver would probably. Is it like a big basket that they're sitting in or whatever, or like how is it?
Yeah, the basket could probably hold like 5 or 6 people tops, and you have it to yourselves.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think he would probably drop his disguise then while they're up alone in the hot air balloon. Well, I took your advice and let Art join our team.
I appreciate that.
I mean, I think obviously after talking with him, I think he's pretty genuinely a good fit too. So, as hard as that is for me to admit,
I am pleased to hear it. I mean, it's as Ember says, right? Everyone's worthy of a second chance. I don't know if I'd extend that everyone to everyone,
sure.
but in this case, it seemed apt.
Yeah, I'm willing to utilize that philosophy, I guess. Give it a chance. Normally I would not, but...
Well, there's a lesson here, I think. There's probably a lot of people out there who were involved in one way or another and didn't necessarily agree with what was happening or have any choice in the matter. You can't...
Yeah.
You can't vilify. Is that the word? Villainize? Vilify? Vilify everyone who had an involvement.
I know. It's just, maybe it's just easier to do so. To say the entire army is corrupt and be done with it.
Easier to make enemies of people when you can't see their faces first.
Sure. Anyways, I'm okay with it. So, yeah, I'm okay with it.
But you still put up a wall to protect yourself.
Right.
Another persona. So it's still a secret we have to keep for you.
For now. I mean, we just met the guy. I'm not gonna...
I understand. I don't disagree. But...
And I feel like with every successful mission we have, there's more at stake now. So, like... I don't know.
At some point, it's all going to come out. And I really just hope... when it does, it's because we decide. And we can control it.
That would be the best way.
But the longer you keep the secret, the higher the risk is that it gets out without your knowing.
Yeah. That's why, I don't know. I'm conflicted, obviously, but...
And the higher the risk is that you alienate people who love you, Vert. Look what happened with Embers yesterday.
That was not good.
I'm not sure she fully forgives you yet, and honestly, I don't think she forgives me either.
Yeah. That was more of a mistake than on purpose, though. I didn't mean to wait that long. Just didn't really make time for it. So, yeah, I think that's good advice. Like always.
I know it's hard for you to trust people. But you trust me.
You're the exception.
I don't have to be.
But it did take some time to get there too, so...
My point is, maybe you can start leaning on me as far as letting yourself trust people. Using me as a guide for trusting other people.
I think Vert just, like, holds her gaze for a little bit and, like, actually, like really, really thinks about that. Like, it's something that he's, like, kind of wanted to do and not really fully committed to, but I think this time he, like, really thinks about it. He just nods at her and says, all this time I've just been defending myself, but I think you're right. I think this is a burden I can share.
You'll have to.
Yeah.
We're the Silver Seekers now. And your dad's with us. This has gotten bigger than just you.
Oh, I know.
And I've been saying this since Port Horizon's route, but the more information you share with us, the better prepared we're all going to be when trouble comes.
Yeah, he nods. Yeah, this is a thing I just need to be okay with, and yeah.
Maybe we can help Art find his friend. And you can call it a trial run. See how it goes. And if it turns out that Art is a good fit for us and wants to stay with us long term, then you need to tell him who you are. You can't wait as long as you did with Torin, and you can't wait as long as you did with Ambers.
He sighs and then looks at Elwyn again and just says, yeah, I think I'll let you make the call. And I think that's a good plan. If you think that I should tell him after we help him with his task, then yeah. I'll try not to keep secrets.
Alright. I won't break your trust.
I know.
It's important, I think, now for us to have as many allies as possible.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is a good time to start building those relationships. Anyways.
For now, let's enjoy this for what it is.
There was one other thing I want to talk to you about, or at least here. Let me see your hand real quick.
Bert pulls out what's finger.
Elwyn kind of gives him a look. Holds out her hand.
And then using sleight of hand, no, not really. He just we found this, and when he says that, he like pulls a ring out and he puts a ring on her finger and says, "Found this in the hoard in Grey Mantle, and I think this one might be a good fit for you."
Oh, I see. Thank you. Why didn't you say anything about this before?
I mean, there's been a lot of festivities, and I don't know.
I guess there wasn't really time.
Yeah.
This is the Ring of Amity.
Yep.
Let me pull that up so I can read out what it does.
Sure.
It is carved from hematite? Don't know how that's pronounced.
I think it's hematite.
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like, but that's what it's carved from.
The viewers all know what that is, so,
Yep.
so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And on the like front of it, on the top of it, it actually is engraved with a giant rune. When you, and it's because you speak giant, right?
I do not speak giant, but I have some familiarity with.
Okay. Roll just like an intelligence check, and we'll see if you recognize this
Arcana
one.
check.
I'll allow Arcana as well.
If you're proficient now.
Yeah. It's the difference between a +3 and a +11.
That's a big difference.
Oh my god.
Yeah. 22.
Okay. Yep. You recognize this rune as meaning friend. When you first attune to this ring, you can touch one willing creature and form a magical bond between the two of you. While this bond lasts, whenever you are subjected to a spell or magical effect that restores hit points, the bonded creature also receives the benefits of that spell or effect. Wow. You can bond with a different creature whenever you finish a long rest, provided you can touch the creature and the creature is willing. Creature can only benefit from one ring's bond at a time. The bond ends if either you or the creature travels to a different plane of existence, if you bond a creature with or at the end of a long rest, or if you sever the bond as a bonus action. And then there's an additional power which you can invoke, which is when the bonded creature hits a target with an attack roll, You can use your reaction to invoke the ring's rune if you are within 60 feet, and then the bonded creature's attack is then turned into a critical hit.
Shit.
Oh, that's good.
really good.
Yeah.
Thank you for thinking of me. I could probably make good use of this.
Yeah, I think so. We got some other stuff too. I figure we'll
Split it up.
talk about it later once we have a chance after the festival. But I thought about you when I was looking at the treasure with this one.
Thank you.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
As the two of you are hundreds of feet above Amberhearth, kind of watching the sun set.
Out of sight. Oh yeah, we're doing a lot of watching the sunset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Well, as
totally
you're
what we're doing
quote
up there.
unquote watching the sunset,
After he gave you that kick-ass ring,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
sure
totally
you're
watching
totally
the
watching the sunset.
Vert, despite trying to enjoy the moment, there is, for at least a brief part of this, a rumbling of a presence in the back of your mind.
Of course there is. Not now!
How have you been feeling about Nyadon since yesterday?
We had a talk.
Mm-hmm.
And he seemed like he was going to back off, at least for letting me handle... The dogs don't like that.
No, they're angry about it.
Yeah, he's going to let me handle I guess, guiding our way through to our goals.
So you came to an understanding, but what I'm asking is, how is Vert feeling about Nyadon? What's the emotional state at the moment?
I think he's probably still a little frustrated just because of how fresh that event was. But because they talked about it, he's probably accepting that Nyadon was hopefully being honest. So he's giving him another chance. Okay. I think you did a bad thing, but you said you'll let me.
So, frustration with, a wary acceptance?
I think he's, really trying to be okay with it. I think he's trying to, purge any sort of negativity.
The words that creep into your mind are Vertinor.
Yeah.
If there were a way to be rid of me, to separate me from your consciousness, would you wish it?
Why?
He just kind of rumbles and waits for an answer.
Would you wish it?
No.
Very well.
Would you?
There's a considering rumble after that. He says,
Perhaps, if it meant to return to what I was, and not what I am.
Yeah, Nyadon, when he shared memories, was it, because I don't remember, was it because I dug into it, or was it because
I think it was because
willingly...
you dug into it.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Correctly.
But I still saw them. So...
And he's aware that you saw.
Yeah,
as well.
so Vert's that makes sense. I can only imagine what kind of suffering it must feel for you to be imprisoned or stuck in a form like this. So I think
I have been imprisoned in one form or another for more of my life than I was free. This is better than some.
Well, I think our goals are roughly aligned, but if you continue to aid me in these goals, I will try and help you regain what I can of your, of whatever form you want to take.
There's a pleased rumbling at that. And he says,
When the time comes, take me into the mists, my mists. If it can be done, that is where.
And then he rumbles off back
Yeah,
into
I
the
think-
subconscious again.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds appropriate to even want to return to where he's from or whatever, so. Yeah. I will say that I've thought about this conversation offline for like a lot. So like I was pretty ready for this question to come in.
It seemed about time for him to
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We're not breaking up. Don't worry about it, everyone. I and on Vert are okay.
Elwyn, you notice Vert's concentration dips for just a second, but then he's back.
I'm used to it.
What does that mean? Kidding.
Listen, I know you have someone in your head. Fine, it happens.
And yeah, the hot air balloon comes down. The group of you regroup at Antoinette's Ale House. And by then, it's probably getting on to evening, which is about when people are starting to gather on the side of town where the closing ceremonies are going to be.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
It's a good song for this. I'll do this one. You make your way to this part of town, and everyone is already gathering, but you're able to get kind of a area not too far from like the main podium where the announcement of the Amberhearth Monarch is going to be made. And it's just bustling. Like there are people crowding in and talking and laughing. Some people like arm over shoulder singing drunkenly. A lot of people have brought food from Antoinette's Ale House as well as drinks from Antoinette's Ale House here. And you can actually see that Dot and Nora are now also setting up little tables with their alehouse crew to kind of like hand out food and things like this for the end of the event. And there's just like an electric energy in the air as the entire city, it seems, and more, because there are outside guests as well, gather. You look around the crowd, you see familiar faces like Lally and Lavinia Cherry Cheeks. You see Hescon Kimbatul. You see various members of the Foxbridge family. You see Rurik Shovel-Sharp. You see, what is his name? Duoth, the merchant.
Valeriath or something.
Yeah, Valerius Duoth. Nadia's there. Kashura is there trying to shirk duties with handing out food. So everyone has pretty much come together. And you see some of the outside guests as well. Like Shava has come out and she's like closing a parasol that was keeping the sun off, but now the sun has gone down.
Is Megan with her?
Yes, because you sent them.
Yeah.
You sent her to Shava. And all these like strings of electric lights come on as the sun goes down, and it just lights up the entire closing ceremonies area. And before too long, Emmeline Foxridge, who Art you haven't seen yet, so I will describe her. She's an elderly human woman with kind of wrinkled light brown skin, with like a bald shaved head. She is almost just like totally decked out in jewelry and necklaces. But otherwise her clothing is kind of like plain and professional. She is wheeled up onto stage by another member of the Foxridge family. We'll say Promise, since you've already met Promise, the tiefling. But then once she is up on stage, she kind of stands up out of the wheelchair using a cane that is tipped with a golden fox head, and walks over to the center of the stage where there's a microphone, and she kind of like taps on it, and there's like the donk 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 sound. Well, hello, Amberhearth, and may I be the first to congratulate everyone on the first Amberhearth Restoration Festival Can I get a hand for all the work that went into this? And just there's a roar of applause. Now I won't stand up here talking everyone's ear off because we have a bit of a show for everyone as this event ends. But before I finish my little bit, I did need to announce the winner of this whole event. And Promise brings out a couple of things, basically like a box. And then sets it on a table by Emmeline, and Emmeline kind of like lifts the lid of the box, and inside it is... Oops, I just closed my festival note.
I'm picturing like a crown and scepter from like RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm like, what's happening?
Crown and scepter. Like one of those really gaudy cloaks.
Inside is a commemorative crown.
Yes!
That is studded with amber gemstones. And as the lid opens, like a spotlight kind of floods down on it as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, the time has come to crown our Amberhearth Monarch. And she has like an envelope that she is holding in her hands. As she says, before I do so, though, I would like to announce the prize of this whole event. The Foxridge family will be donating 500 gold pieces in prize funds to the winner, but beyond that, we will be donating 1,000 gold pieces to the Amberhearth City Improvement of the Monarch's Choice. And there's just loud applause throughout the city for this.
With face paint and everything.
It's already in the like spirit week mode.
Okay. And when the crowd finally quiets down, she says, "Can I get a drum roll, please?" And there's like a panel of drums that people start drumming on. And she pulls the paper out and reads a name. Lady Elwyn Amelos of the Silver Seekers. Come forward and be crowned the Amberhearth Monarch.
I think Ellen looks genuinely shocked. She's like, I feel like I didn't participate in that many things. So she's like looking around like, oh, okay. Walks up, does the like princess wave. Because, she was trained kind of for this, to be a figurehead, to be in front of people. Walks up, takes the stage.
She kind of like reaches in and holds up the crown and then kind of motions for you to lower your head.
Yeah, she curtsies very
so
well.
that she can place it on there. And then spotlights come onto you as you curtsy.
It's so bright.
Your Amberhearth Monarch. And then she hands you also a pouch with 500 gold pieces in it.
Oh, thank you.
And kind of whispers to you, because it's loud and she kind of has to get close to your ear. When you've decided on what you want to do for the city improvement, you can just bring it to any member of the council and we'll get started on it.
Understood. Thank you, Emily.
Well done.
Thank you.
I heard that many of your events you were faster than several or more skillful than most by significant margins. So
it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
And she kind of extends a hand to you.
Shake it.
And shakes it, then gives a curtsy as well, and then sits back in her wheelchair to be wheeled off. And someone in the crowd yells, "Speech!"
Ellen will be like, oh my goodness. Step up to the microphone and say,
hello, all of you. I'm sure I've met one of you, most of you, at some point in time, and welcome you out-of-towners. My name is Lady Elwyn Amelos, heir to House Amelos, minister of the Old Faith and Shepherd of the Tundra. I'm sure that doesn't mean much to you now, but most folks in town just know me as Lady Elwyn. And I guess I'm your monarch now. I pledge to do good by the people. If you ever need help with anything, feel free to seek me out. I live up in the Amber Keep, and I hope you all enjoyed the festival. Another round of applause for everyone who did so much work to put this together. And have a wonderful evening.
Just kind of walk off very quickly.
And as you conclude your speech, there's a
oh my goodness.
as fireworks begin to erupt in the sky behind the stage. Just golds and purples and blues and yellows and reds and pinks. Just all these colorful fireworks just explode in the sky. And yeah, this fireworks show goes on for a little bit.
I think Embers turns to Art and says, I'm really happy for Elwyn. But I just really wanted to see the look on Lavinia's face if I had won.
I mean, I'm sure you were close. You did great in a lot of those.
Elwyn managed to beat me. I'm very impressed.
It was 4-3.
Oh, wow.
And then Art and Vert both had 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did your best. Yeah. Ellen kind of tries to pick her way through the crowd back to her friends.
Okay.
It's like bowing and curtsying along the way. Like, hello, yes, hello.
The group of you spend some time watching the fireworks show.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of, from the crowd, it's like, ooh, with each firework. Can I have everyone roll a perception check?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for sure.
Just make it a natural 20.
I mean, one of y'all can do that. The festival's not over yet.
That's true. I could.
Oh,
I'm going
that's-
to take my advantage during the festival.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So the festival's going to be over after the ceremony, right?
And I've been rolling so
Sure,
well.
natural 20.
Okay.
I used it. 25.
All right.
Perception?
Wait, no. Wait, hold on. Did I?
26.
Yeah, 25. You had to beat me at that too? Damn.
Look! I rolled another 18! What do you want from me?
Yeah, not 20 for
I'll be right
25.
there.
You got a 22?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're so perceptive.
I know.
How did Embers do?
Not as good as anyone else. 16.
So Embers, it's really loud
Uh-huh.
with all of the fireworks. You're kind of having to hold down your ears a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't see what everyone else sees. While the crowd is enraptured by the fireworks display, the group of you notice something else. You're kind of taking a second to like survey the crowd around you and look at all the people enjoying the fireworks instead of just the fireworks themselves. And your eyes fall on the area of the crowd not too far away where Torin and the Silver Seeker recruits are gathered to kind of watch the display. And something begins to happen to Eustace.
Wait, you
My baby boy. No.
The kid, like the magician.
The magician.
Wizard.
Yeah. The sorcerer kid.
Just trying to find some music that's not peaceful.
Oh no. No,
Oh, no,
don't
did
say that.
I use my
I know.
oh no.
You sure did.
Well, you
Oh,
still have
no.
inspiration though.
Okay.
Oh.
Almost in time at first with the pops of fireworks in the sky, there's like Eustace almost begins to like jerk to one side and then the other side, almost as if he's being pulled by an invisible force, and then you see him begin to levitate up into the air, and you can see, like, by looking at the people around him, wind seems to start whipping around him, and like it's blowing people's hair and like pushing people back. Torin like grabs onto the other two seekers and like starts to shelter them, and as he's rising into the air, the ground that he's left behind starts to freeze and like cake over with frost, and he reaches this point in the sky, maybe about 15-20 feet up, and he throws back his head in a shout, and you can see that his eyes begin to glow with this like electric blue and yellow energy, and lightning crackles across his body. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
shit.
What's happening?
Is he shouting words or
Eustace.
he's just like shouting?
Just shout
Okay.
like a shout.
It's
Yep,
just
for
so
now.
like-
What a
What's
waste
happening?
of a 19. 21.
And I'll drag you over to a battle map.
No, I don't want this one.
Actually, I won't do it just yet because I have a bit more to describe after initiative. And then I'll drag you over.
Dirty 20. Are we rolling so high
I know,
today?
right?
20 for Elwyn.
Yeah.
How did Art do?
21.
Embers.
8.
Ooh. And Vert.
Wow, 16.
Why do I have 2 Embers in my initiative here? Oh, one of them's the 2014 version for some reason. Weird. Okay, and then I'll auto roll for those. Okay. As all of this happens, the wind just like bursts out in like a sudden wave, and you can see that it sends some citizens of Amberhearth flying and crashing into like obstacles and other people and things like that. And in that like brief second, you see several people get injured. Is there anything else I need to describe before switching you over? I don't think so. So here is the battle map. Oh, there is one thing. As this happens, Vert, you feel a connection snap.
Okay.
How many attunement slots had you given to the Wind Nexus?
3.
You are unattuned from all of them instantly. And you watch as the Guardian of Wind, which was right beside you in the crowd, it begins to like bulge outward, and you can see like powerful wind whipping around inside of it, and erupting out from it are 4 scaled wings, and just wind bursts out from that point as well.
And can I sense Nighthead on him still, or no? Is he...
because he's still in your brain as well. So he goes, "Ugh, Vertinor!
What's happening?
I've lost control of it!
How?
Some surge of power!
Can you regain control somehow? What do we need to do?
Together!
Okay. Tell me what you need to do.
We'll get to that when your turn comes around. Art, you are up first. As you look around, you can see all of these tokens here are injured civilian. Oh, their names aren't showing to you. I had them tagged as injured civilians, but I guess you can't see that.
You just have to make it visible.
Yeah, I don't want to do it for every token.
Yeah.
But so each one of these is an injured civilian. Each round, it's going to get more and more dangerous for them. You can save them by bringing them to the edge of the map. Maybe I've made too many. Hold on, I'm going to get rid of a couple.
No, they died already.
No. Get rid of a couple, kill them.
There we go.
This gave me like Fire Emblem stress. You know what I mean?
That's what I go for with my battles.
Oh, no.
And then the last thing I'll do before I ask Art what he wants to do is show you Eustace Goodgraves here.
Wee.
As he is crackling with energy out of control.
So,
and then this is the Guardian of Wind here, little miniature dragon construct.
okay. So presumably, from what I gather with that perception roll and from the situation is that I already knew this kid was apparently powerful. He's seemingly lost control of his powers out of nowhere. I can't.
That's what it seems.
Get a sense of okay. Then okay. Where's my laptop?
Sorry. I know I keep saying one more thing. Bravo, let me introduce you to a thing that I do sometimes, which is what I like to call reinforcements. Those of you who are on Roll20, I've just added a handout for you called Festival Reinforcements. And what these are is basically legendary actions that you as a party can take. So on your turn, you can choose to ask for aid from an ally. No action required on your part. The only exception is Torin. His action requires your reaction, I believe. Yes, you can use your reaction for Torin. You can use them a total of 4 times per round. And the attack option can only be used twice in 1 round. Those are the only limitations. So you can do things like call out to a nearby Imperial Warden and have them make an attack for you. Or you could have Kashura push an enemy or knock an enemy prone.
We're not seeing the handout.
Oh, you're not? Show to players? Show to everyone.
Oh, there it is.
Apologies. I think I missed the show to everyone button the first time. Or call out to the other Silver Seeker recruits, they have options. Nadia has an option, and then Torin has an option with his shield as well.
Okay.
Can I look at it on your computer?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you a second to look at those.
How many times per round? Okay.
And then Art, whenever you're ready and know what you want to do with your turn,
Yes.
you are up first.
So, you said I have to get them to one of the edges of the map to, like, get them to safety. Okay, then I'll start with the person, like, closest, like, over here.
Okay.
And can I use, like... Can I get to them and, maybe, like pick them up and, like, take them the rest of the way?
Yeah, so you used, what's that, 10 feet to get here?
Yeah.
And then it's double movement once you're carrying someone. So it would be another, I guess, just 10 feet to get them to the edge of the map, and then that civilian is rescued.
Okay, perfect. And then, as an action, can I dash closer to... Hold on. I know how to use Roll20.
So you've got...
Yeah, can I get over here, potentially?
Oh, as an action if you want to dash? Yes.
Yeah. Just to get closer to this group or this person, so in the next turn I can get them out of danger.
Probably exit out.
Yeah. So I'll reach them, and just say, "Don't worry, I'm here to help."
Yeah, and this person is like groaning on the ground, like almost maybe on the way to unconsciousness.
Oh shit! Okay. I think. Hold on, what else can I do? Shit! I forget I can fly.
Oh, you can?
Yeah! For 10 minutes, but yeah, I forget I can fly. So, hold on. You have a fly speed equal to your speed, but can I...
I mean, you could do like things like not really worrying about stepping in this water. You could just like fly over it to the edge of the screen over there, stuff like that.
It's okay. I think that's information for my next turn. I think that's it. That's
okay. In that case, then after your turn.
Oh no.
Yes. The Guardian of Wind construct bulges again, and winds whip out of it in all directions.
Oh no.
Let me see what happens here. Hold on. I have some info here on it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. The winds that whip out of it kind of coalesce into almost vaguely humanoid shape as 3 wind elementals are summoned.
Oh shit.
But they don't get to take their turn yet. And then it is Elwyn's turn.
Oof. Okay.
I have a question, I'm so sorry. From Art's perspective, was this wind guy just hanging out around Tim all the time?
Yes, this construct has just been with Tim the entire time.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if this would do any good, but I think Elwyn's first instinct would be to try and cast Hold Person on Eustace.
Okay.
To try and neutralize him. Not knowing at all what's wrong or what's happening.
Right now, Eustace doesn't really count as a humanoid, but I'm just going to give him advantage if you still want to cast it.
I don't know if Ellen would know that, so she would still try to cast it. Yeah.
Then I'll just give him advantage rather than being totally immune to it. What kind of save is it?
It is Wisdom. My DC is 18.
That is a 17.
Great! And it succeeds.
Yeah, Eustace drops the 15 feet to the ground.
Yeah, in this, wind, Ellen kind of whips her staff forward, and you can see jets of, ice, liquid ice, shooting from her, smacking into him and freezing him in place, basically.
Yeah, and he drops to the ground, and the ice kind of, locks onto the ground there, holding him.
And I think as she's straining to hold the spell active, she just shouts to the others, "Get everyone out!"
I need, at the end of your turn, I need everyone who is, I need Embers, Elwyn, and Vert to all make a dexterity saving throw, as just this blast of cold ripples out from Eustace.
Oh, shit.
You can use Torrens to get it.
A dexterity saving throw, you said?
Oh. What if...
It's your again.
I wasn't technically done with my turn. You tend to do that to me.
Sorry, did you have more?
How dare you?
Well, I can use some reinforcements
That's true.
on my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I hadn't decided if I was going to do that or not yet. But I might save it on Torrin now that I know it's coming.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
Yeah, so the way Torrens works is...
Advantage on the dex save.
and then if you succeed, you'll take no damage, or if you fail, you'll take half.
Yeah,
kind of
probably.
like...
Do you mind if I use that, y'all?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that considers you're already resistant to cold damage, right? But yeah, you can do
I
it.
don't know if it's cold damage. Did he say that?
It is a blast of cold.
Okay.
But if you want to try and take 0,
I
make
would-
a concentration check.
That's exactly
That's why I mentioned it.
That's exactly why.
Yeah.
So you call out to Torrin, and he leaps in front of you with the shield.
It's a good thing I rolled at advantage.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It's probably still a failure. 7.
Oh no.
Oh, 7 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, Torrin leaps in front of you with the shield, but the cold just, rips around the sides of the shield and bites at you anyways.
Mm-hmm. But it's half damage on a failure.
Yes.
And if it's cold damage, it's half again.
How did Embers and Vert do?
9.
That's also a failure.
Yeah, I rolled on that one.
That's also a failure. So Embers and Vert, you take 11, and then Elwyn, since you take half because of Torrin, you take 5 points of cold damage, which you would then again
Half to 2.
to.
Oh, this was a dex save though, so I'm gonna. I think I have evasion.
If you've got evasion, then yes, you also
I was
take
checking
half.
to see if I had advantage on concentration checks.
I thought you did.
I don't with this character, but I think my staff has a... Oh no, it's just any saving throw. If I fail, I can choose to succeed, but that's a once per day type of thing. Okay. Alright, well, here we go. Just have to get above a 10.
You got this.
Oh, but I'm also... Am I still wearing the thingy that you
Mind
made for me?
sharpener?
Yeah,
I mean, if you didn't take it off, I still had it infused.
Yeah, I would still have that. Do I have that on here? I don't know if I transferred that info. Should I? Yeah, transfer that.
It's the
info
first
over.
big combat of 2024.
Remind me what the mind sharpener does? Because that's the thing
look.
that I could use if I'm still wearing that.
Okay, so it's... While wearing this infused item, whenever the creature fails a con saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, it can use its reaction to succeed instead,
You
spending...
used
But I
your
used my reaction
the
on Torrin.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
Okay.
just this roll.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we're good. That's a 16.
Okay, he remains held.
Ugh.
But yeah, next time you can just be like, nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have moved, but I didn't want to invoke a OA.
Yep.
Cool, that's my turn.
All right.
And their turn.
Yeah, I jumped the gun and did my legendary action ahead of time. So I will now act for these wind elementals.
Oh, me.
Excuse me.
Hmm?
Where's that wind elemental going?
One of them kind of move like little whirlwinds. And one of them kind of hooks around to get at embers. While one of them kind of comes to menace both Elwyn and Vert, and the third one goes after Art. What can an air elemental do? Let's find out.
I was thinking of like, what can I do? I don't think I can. I can't. I doubt I can cut wind.
One of them will like actually move into Embers' space, so I'm not going to put it on you, but it kind of moves into your space, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Wait. Embers.
Yes, Embers.
Okay.
21.
21, you pass. I don't think it does anything on us. Yeah, it only says on a failure. It doesn't say anything about us on a success. So it like basically tries to swirl around you, and you can feel that it's like trying to like both like bludgeon at you, but also to like fling you elsewhere. And you manage to kind of hold firm in the center of this whirlwind. The one that's between Elwyn and Vert kind of swings with a fist made out of wind, one at Vert and then one at Elwyn. So Vert, natural 20. Elwyn, regular 20.
Yeah, that hits.
I have to do actual 20 rules now. So it's good. It does the max. Well, this is dangerous, actually.
It's like, I was thinking
Max
of your
plus roll.
Max plus roll.
character in the one shot. I was thinking, oh, you can silver bar. No, you can't. Never
Nope,
mind.
nope. I don't have that one. Nope. And I have to use my reaction anyway.
Vert, you take 21 damage.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning damage, as this fist of wind slams into you.
Oh no, flashbacks of Hunter.
And then Elwyn, wow, minimum damage. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points of bludgeoning. Okay. Okay. I don't trust any of these. No, I do. This one's been doing good for me today. Oh yeah, no problem. 17.
That is a pass.
Yep.
Apologies, Ember. I just did find the if a saving throw is a successful part of this blurb.
Okay.
So you're going to take 7 bludgeoning damage, but are not flung. Okay. And then Art, this one, perhaps not seeing how strong you are, does the same thing where it tries to like engulf you in the winds, and I need a strength saving throw.
That wasn't good, so I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Good.
And strength is plus my
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, sorry.
14 plus 8.
Oh, snap.
Oh!
That's a pass. So you take 7 bludgeoning damage and are not flung. That's the air elementals. Vert, you're up.
You gotta choose who to give it to, but I think since we've all used it this session, we're not allowed to use it anymore this session.
That's correct.
But you can
Never
still
done that
choose to
before.
give it to someone
For next session.
for next session. Give it to you. Thank you. Could use it. This concentration.
So let's end the session now so we have inspiration when we get back.
Yeah, let's go ahead
And we're
and
done.
Yeah, we're done.
I'm tired.
We'll get to the end of this round first.
It was almost time.
Yeah.
In time.
What do you want to do, Vert?
Oh, is it my turn? Okay, so does Nihedon actually give me instructions?
The hell does he know?
I thought he'd
You
said
get
on
the
my
sense
turn.
that Nihedon doesn't necessarily know what to do,
Alright.
but you were the one who built this construct.
Yep.
You know a thing or two. I would say that you know what to do.
Great.
The nexus within the construct is reacting to something. This is a reactionary event, but it has thrown the balance of the construct completely off, and the construct is now in need of some repairs.
Okay.
So anyone can make a check with a certain DC to do something to deal with the construct, one way or another. And after a certain amount of checks, it will be fixed. The final of those checks has to be a Tinkering Tools check, performed by Vert.
Only the final check, or
Yes.
one successful?
The final one has to be that, but
Okay.
any other checks up to that point can be anything that the group of you can justify.
Okay.
Intimidate.
If you can justify an intimidation check.
Okay.
Use your Batman voice.
Trade with me. Yeah, I will. Does it take an action to do one of those ability
It would
checks?
take an action.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So then I will use my bonus action to Sanctuary Elwyn, which is no longer concentration
That's cool.
for me as of the 2024 rules. And then I will approach the construct and I will make a check to try and repair it. If we use a legendary action to get help, I have to declare that before I roll?
I'll allow that one after.
Yeah?
Well,
Okay.
let's do it before.
Let's do it before.
Yep.
And we get how many of these per round? 4?
Mm-hmm.
4.
And you've
We've
used
only
one
used
so
one?
far.
I've used one.
And after me, it's Embers, right?
Yes.
So I'm probably going to use one and use help, I think.
Okay.
And we don't know the DC is for this check, right?
Nope.
Okay.
So you call out to Tremella.
Yeah. And I will have him help me as I do a... Let's see. So do I get the sense that this... You said it's a reaction to something.
Yes.
And I don't know what that something
Something
is.
has caused this, you don't know what.
Is the construct, like, acting? Or is it just sitting there, like, bulging and, like...
It is not acting. It's like, it's stationary and just like... Its plates are bulging out and you can see, like, winds whipping around within it and they are escaping from inside.
Okay, so it's just, like, losing control of the containment or something. So I don't think I can intimidate it.
The other thing I did mention, though, is that there are, like, these 4 scaled wings that are emerging from it. And you recall seeing these when you dealt with the Wind Nexus at the bottom of the chasm. But when they tried to emerge from the Wind Nexus before, there was that wall of force and you kind of trapped them within. But here they are stretching and unfurling.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and do... No, not... Perform what? Ledger Domain? I don't even know what that means.
Did I write something weird?
No, I was looking at Sleight of Hand to see if I can, like, get in there, like, what kind of thing that check that is. Maybe I'll just use, like, a Tinker Tools check?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Is that just... What ability score is that?
Dex and proficiency.
I think it's Dex, or...
What exactly are you trying to do? Are you trying to, like, get in there and perform maneuvers with your tools?
I basically, since I've built this thing and know where, like structurally how it's all put together, I'd like to try and rebuild the containment.
Then I'd say it's either Dex plus proficiency or Strength plus proficiency.
Oh, both are not good.
You're going for intelligence again.
Always going for intelligence.
Can't you just use it instead?
Use what?
Intelligence?
I can, but I can do that after I roll. So I'll go for Dex, I guess.
Okay.
And with help, let's see what I get.
Yeah, Tremella rushes in and with their kind of big frame, like grabs onto one of these wings and is just like
pulling it.
Yeah, holding on to it.
So that's dirty 20.
That is enough for one success.
Yeah. So get in there with my tools. Try and figure out where all the leaks are.
Let's see. And something for each check. Oh, I see. Okay. It doesn't do anything immediately, but as you get in there and kind of manipulate it with the tools, you're like bending plates back into place and like reaffixing screws that have popped out and things like that. And this thing kind of slowly but surely begins to like reform, and Tremella is like stuffing one of the wings back into it physically. Okay. Yeah, and that's one success in dealing with the construct.
Okay. Cool.
Anything else on your turn?
I use my action and my bonus action. I guess I'm already right next to it, so I don't need to move. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Eustace is frozen here in place. Has no action.
Let me check the new hold person rules for you. Oh my gosh. Hold person. You're paralyzed, but you can repeat the save at the end of your turn.
Paralyzed means...
Paralyzed means... you're incapacitated. Your speed is 0. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Okay. Attack rolls against you have an advantage. Any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. The incapacitated condition means you can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction.
Okay.
Your concentration is broken. You can't speak.
Then I think this is just saving throw at the end of his turn, right?
Yep.
Fail.
Oh, I was going to give him advantage for the initial one, but will I give it to him for this? No, not that he's held. So he remains held.
Great.
Yeah.
He's held in place and he can't speak, so like his mouth is shut, but his eyes are just like open and wide and like arcing with electricity. And despite the fact that he can't speak, a voice, in fact multiple voices, boom out from him, kind of overlapping and overlaid with each other, and they say, "This was our world. You stole it from us. We will take it back. Give us what is ours." Yeah. And that is Eustace's turn. Embers, you're up.
Okay. Embers is going to use a bonus action to dash with Step of the Wind. I don't have to spend a key point to do that anymore.
Nice.
She's going to first go next to this civilian.
Does that also give you disengage?
I do have to spend a key point if I want to disengage, so I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's like I can dash for free, and if I also spend a key point, I can disengage. Right. Yeah, so I'll do that. She goes up next to this person and calls out for EC.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If EC casts Cure Wounds on this civilian, would they be able to start escaping on their own power?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so Izzy, I think is what I'm...
Oh, Izzy.
Izzy, yeah.
Oh, Izzy.
Spelled
I didn't know how Izzy was spelled.
ISI, but pronounced Izzy. She runs over, staff in hand, and casts a quick prayer to her goddess Tiamat. Mm-hmm. And this multicolored light flows out of her and into the civilian. And they kind of like come back to consciousness and begin to stagger to their feet.
Yeah. And I get here with the rest of my regular movement and with my dash movement. Remember, this is going to come 5, 10, and try and get this person to the end, right? to the edge of the map.
Yes. Do you have enough movement?
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yes, I can take them here.
Okay, then this civilian is rescued.
Cool.
Good turn.
Yeah.
Probably lost speakers on the stream because it was on this one.
So that was my bonus action, and movement. So yeah, I think. Wait, no, I actually haven't acted yet.
Right, because that was all just movement?
Yeah, that was all movement.
And the legendary action.
Yeah. Oh man, what do I want to do with my action? I don't know if I have anything I can do with it.
What's your range on your bolts? There's air elementals.
Yeah, maybe while I'm running, I can just toss a bolt at this one.
Okay.
2 bolts actually, because I have extra attack. Okay. Yeah, 2 bolts. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay, I'm not going to bother asking about the 10.
10 would miss, yes.
It does 7 radiant damage.
That one puffs away into a calm breeze.
Nice.
It was the one by Art. That you
It was,
right?
yeah.
Okay. I shouldn't have deleted it, though.
That
I'm
one
just
what?
gonna...
Puffs away into a calm breeze.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
oh,
Great
nice.
turn.
Very good turn.
Wait, you just one-shot the elemental?
I did.
Yeah.
How much did you do?
7
7.
radiant.
They are minion elementals.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
They hit really hard, though.
They
Yeah,
do.
they do.
Yeah.
That is minions. They have full strength, but very weak HP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
And with that, that concludes the first round. We will pick up this next week again with the top of the round with Art.
Oh
So
boy.
the group of you have a week to think about what you want to do about this fight. Thank you to everyone who came to watch. Congratulations to Elwyn on Amberhearth Monarch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more of this Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.